Hey everyone, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well tonight. I am officially wearing white and I'm going to try to stay in white for, I don't know, many days. Hoping that some really good things come out of it this week, so we'll see. So we're just going to see what the energy looks like for next week based on, I'm going to ask a few questions using the dowsing rods. So I've asked my spirit guides, I've already asked them about having this conversation, and they want me to have this conversation, so I'm going to. And I did consult my little deck of my 46 oracle cards, and this is the one that fell out. This is the deck that they wanted me to use, and I've confirmed it with them as well. So I am going to ask some questions, and I've asked them these questions myself, and I asked them if I should do it for you, and they said yes, even though I really don't want to. I'm going to do it anyways. So let me just say my little prayer, even though I have said it today, but I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel so it's only of the light. Amen. Okay. All right. So we are going to talk a little bit about things that I'm hearing so I watched a little bit of Dana from Magic Somatic Money, and I've been listening to Rosie's Insights every night. And I also have been listening to Mystic Shadows. Okay, she does the pendulum work. She is very, very comfortable with her skills and her relationship with her guides. Very comfortable. So I am not as comfortable because I'm still understanding, as you guys know, as I talked about with Coffee with Karen the other day, still just understanding, the timeline thing and how energy shifts and all that kind of stuff. And so when they answer things one way and it ends up being another, I'm still trying to understand that a little bit more, but they don't care that that I'm trying to deal with that because they want me to answer these questions for you. So is that true, you guys? You want me to talk about what Dana and Mystic Shadows talking about and Rosie's talking about just to confirm from you guys? So the answer is yes. Okay. And okay. So you want me to tell them what you and I were just talking about and my questions I had about F45 and the administration? Yes. And for this upcoming week specifically? Okay. Okay. So basically, my understanding of what some psychics are getting, all right. And again, you need to take responsibility for this, right? It's you take the information. If it doesn't come to fruition this way, please take ownership of how you're using the information, okay? I asked the questions tonight and then I said, do you want me to do it on the channel? And they said yes. So they have said no to me before. And so, yeah, they're like wide swing. Yes. Okay. But, of course, I am not a future. I can't tell the future. So we'll do the best we can here. Okay, so one of the things that I've been hearing is that we might see some action this week regarding F45 and Starboy. Is that true? Let's say, okay, action's not a good word. Are we going to see them deal with consequences of their behavior? Will the consequences of their behavior come to fruition this week? Yes. Will the consequences be stripping them of their power, their current power? Yes. Okay, that's really all we need to know. You know, is this upcoming week going to be one of chaos let's just say. Yes. Okay. Is that why you want my audience here or this community to hear this? Yes. Okay. Now, one of the things, so these are questions I wouldn't have asked, but I heard Mystic Shadow. She was asking her guides because it was, I think, questions that the community, her community had. And she asked whether or not like we might have like a power outage. And I've heard this before from other psychics, like saying that something like that might be coming. So a power outage, the internet may go out for a period of time. Okay, they're saying yes. Okay, so are you seeing that that is a possibility for this week? Okay, yes. Is there a possibility that all of this could shift into a different week? Oh, so they're saying no. So this week we should, if things are going to start to happen, we should start to see them happen this week. Okay. Interesting. I'll be just as disappointed as you guys if the timeline doesn't shift, right? But the question is why do they want us to know this? That is the question on the table. And is it for people just to kind of prepare, center themselves? Yes. Okay. Regardless of, regardless of what goes down, we already seen that it's chaotic, right, you guys? I mean, it's really not a surprise. Is the chaos going to feel even more so than it did over the last 2 weeks? Yes. Is there a chance that we could end up with martial law? Yes. Okay. Okay. And that would be for everybody's safety? Yes. Okay. Did you want me to communicate this with the community so in case it happens that everybody can at least keep their fear in check? Yes. Okay. Can you guys not do both? It's confusing to people. I know. I can feel the energy on the yes very strong, and I can see the other ones moving, but they're not saying yes. Are you guys saying yes and no on all of these questions? No. Okay. It's just the energy. I think are you guys just excited? Yes, they're excited. Okay. That's why the energy's really moving. So their yeses are very strong. Like I can feel that energy is just really strong, and that's why it's moving that other side so much. Okay. So are you telling us that is a good week to kind of hunker in a little bit? Yes. Okay. What if we have travel plans? Do you want us to change our travel plans? No. Okay. Okay. So people will be able to hunker in wherever they're at and ride through this? Yes. Okay. Is it going to last more than a week? Meaning, is the whole if there was martial law, what do they call it? Enforced martial law, would that last more than a week? No. Okay. But can you see the future? Yes. And is it because there is no future? It's just all the timelines are one, basically. All right, that's a whole nother conversation. Okay. Because I'm trying to figure that whole thing out. So, okay, well, hopefully that's helpful, you guys. Again, these are kind of questions I am very hesitant. But I was like, do you guys want me to tell them? And they're like, yes. Okay, okay. So I think that's about as much detail that I want to get into. I think you could watch Mystic Shadows. So I'm not going to like every day ask them these things. You know what I mean? But I think they just kind of wanted you to have a little bit of forewarning. Is that, is it the more people that are aware, the better type of thing? Okay. Is this something that we should feel excited about? Okay, cool. Yes. Okay. Well, we'll feel excited when it actually happens and we're safe, right? Everybody's safe and everybody's, yeah. Okay. So maybe you guys, the whole internet communication thing. So if that goes down, like just take the opportunity to be like, okay, I'm going to go talk to my neighbors, or just, get a book out, maybe get some books, get some puzzles going, do some meditation, do some cards, because obviously, like, we wouldn't be able to communicate. So just if that happens, again, not saying it's going to happen, but it is something that could, it sounds like. And, maybe if they were going to enforce martial law, maybe hitting the grocery store for a couple days. I've been kind of preparing each week, just kind of wondering when the shift's going to happen. Dana seems pretty confident in the messages she's receiving as well. So, and so do Rosie and Rosie's Insight, Rosie and Karina. So, anywho, let me know what you think. You can tell I'm like, I don't know. So don't utilize my channel for getting, the absolute, because again, this is exploration here. I'm really exploring this now. Yeah, if this all shifts, if it actually does shift this way and these guys are, then I'll be like, okay, never questioning them again. It really seems like it's something that should happen. Like it's a no-brainer, because to us, like, don't you just, everything is so ridiculous that it seems like, and so obvious that it seems like it should happen. But the idea that it actually could is not something we've obviously seen in our lifetime. And so I'm still in a little bit of shock to think that I'm a little bit in shock just what's going on, It's very bizarre. But Dana was talking tonight, and unfortunately I missed her. Well, I got the first 30 minutes of the live, and then she went private on it. And I think she's going to charge a little bit for that live, which is absolutely fine. I want to go in and get it because I want to hear the rest of it. And she was talking about timelines and what else was she was talking about something I was just going to tell you. She does a really good job explaining that timeline thing. Oh, she was talking about Pluto. I'm kind of I just figured out how to shuffle cards like these. She was talking about Pluto, and I have a hard time communicating about astrology, but she was talking like in specifics. But just that Pluto is all about like breaking down of old systems. And they're like, if you're not going to do it, we're going to do it, So astrologically, so kind of interesting. So they're doing it. They're doing it. I don't think we have a choice, you guys, one way or another. So we are riding through it together. Okay, so let's see. What messages... Let's start with one, and then we'll see if there's others. What messages do you want us to have for next week? Any messages you want us to have in terms of what's coming up? Anything that would be helpful? About the energy that's going to be happening this week. If you guys haven't listened to Lee Harris Energies for his February update, very good. I'm only halfway through it. Really good. There is one in the beginning, how anger, there's something about anger. I got to write it down so I'm more specific about it, but something about anger, us dealing with that in February. So not a surprise. Okay, so is this card the one that you want us to, is this the message you want us to have for next week? Okay, are there more? No. Okay. So they said yes to this card and no more. So let's see. Oh, okay. Funny. Okay, so here's the image. Again, learning how to play with my new camera here. I guess I'll have to, sorry. Looks like I can't quite go to the front. Yeah, yesterday I didn't have a problem, and now today I'm having a little bit of a problem. I don't know if it's the cards or what. Hang on. There we go. I turned the light off on it. Okay, so let it focus for a second. There we go. Number 2. It's a number 2. I love that little energy around her, like the heart and the throat chakra, probably the heart chakra. Does this surprise anybody? Intuition, gut feeling, and inner voice. Kind of interesting. Ooh, it's trying to get, there we go. Oh, goodness gracious. Using new technology. All right, intuition. Having innate knowledge about something, gut feeling, and inner voice. It is time to listen beyond your 5 senses. Okay, so really good. I mean, you know, if communications go down and stuff, inside we go. Right? Inside we go. In fact, I just did a little meditation before this because I'm trying to do a little bit every day. It's not something that I've ever enjoyed doing, but the more quiet time I can find, it's starting to feel like a normal thing to do, a natural thing to do. So intuition is that little whisper, a silent feeling that you simply know and do not need reasoning or evidence to back it up, right? We simply know the stuff, the shenanigans. We simply do know. So many of us do. It usually comes suddenly and inexplicably. This card is an invitation to deepen your intuition because it has a cosmic potential to be strong. I'll see if that screws the camera up if I do that. But it's currently dormant. Okay. For now, trust any information you receive from the universe. Be open to what comes to you, thoughts, feelings, people. Put aside any logic and see how it feels within. They're probably talking to me because I'm being all not trusting the the rods, right? My communication, right? So affirmations, how can I learn to trust myself? Yeah. How can I live a more meaningful life? What do I need to know? I am at home with myself. So it seems like this is going to be a perfect week for all of us to be tapping into our intuition, is what I am seeing here. What are you getting from this? What are you getting? Let me just ask if there's one. I feel like I want to draw one more card. And they're probably like, yes, follow your intuition. Do you guys, should we pull one more card? Yeah, they're like, yes, follow your intuition. All right, let's do one more. One more for next week. Any messages you want us to have for next week about what's coming? Okay. All right. It's funny because I'm wondering, because I did have one card pop. Is this the card that you guys want me to read? Yeah, I kind of wondered. Okay, no. Oh, this process is very interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to try to find that one that I saw pop. I guess I could shuffle again. Okay. I love this deck. It's just so, this is all original artwork, by the way. So all original artwork. It's amazing. There are a few nudish pictures, which I couldn't, I would get copyrighted strike. Not copyrighted, I would get dinged for that in terms of, oh yeah, this is what it was. Okay. This is interesting. I'm going to just ask real quick. So, are either of these cards the ones, the message you'd like people to have? Here, I'll do it this way. Yes. Is it the one on the right? Yes. Okay, that was the one that did pop out. Okay, and of course the number is 33. If anyone knows this channel. Okay. What do you see there? Beautiful. Success. Accomplishment of one's goals. Yeah, it is an interesting focus thing, isn't it, you guys? See, it's taking a little bit to focus now because I'm doing this whole thing. It's a good camera, but yeah. Thank you for being patient with me as we figure out all this stuff with technology. Okay, so success. Accomplishment of one's goals. 33. 33. All right. I mean, I already am hoping that this is energy to say that it's going to be a success. Whatever changes are going to come, it's going to be a success. That's kind of how I'm reading it. The accomplishment of one's goals. Your moment to shine is just around the corner. Wonderful things are about to happen. This is a sign to let you know that the effort you have been making and the work you have been doing will pay off. Success comes once we are willing to pair hard work with consistency. Who says that? Hard work is good work. Patience and a kind heart. So success comes once we are willing to pair hard work with consistency, patience, and a kind heart. The affirmation is, I will reap the rewards of my hard work. Amazing. Okay, well, what did you think? Intuition, what is your intuition telling you? Lean into that. They're actually, remember, they said we're not trusting our intuition. At least that's probably a message for me. And we all go through it though, don't we? I'm noticing everybody goes through different times of this. And then success. Pretty cool. All right, well, hopefully hearing from my spirit guides is helpful for you. Again, please, please, please take care of yourself. Take responsibility for how you use the information. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Stay, wear some white. Get your crystals out. I've got today Coffee with Karen. We pulled the card Tiger's Eye, and I've got my tiger's eye sitting over on the windowsill over there, and I don't know if you can see it. And there's some candles. I put candles in the window every night. They're just battery operated, but just doing, we're just doing what we can. That's all we can do. And I go like this, and look at what she's doing. It's all we can do individually, right? And then if we can a little bit collectively encourage each other, keep each other going, and what we could do I'm not saying it's going to, if the grid, something goes down with the grids, in no matter where, it could be just regionally, it could be nationwide. I know on Mystic Shadows she asked, and they did say nationwide. So, but that it wouldn't be permanent. It would just be like 24 hours or something. But let's think about each other. If that happens, then let's think about each other. And I would imagine what logically makes sense to me, even though they said use your intuition, but logically would make sense to me that if something big were to change, that shutting down communication so that false fake information can't get out there would probably be a really good idea. I don't know how they would communicate with all of us to let us know that things are fine, but we need to stay in place type of thing. I don't know how that would happen. And I'm really, I feel like I'm living in la la land because anyone outside of this community or outside of all the communities that we're paying attention, like people aren't talking like this. So like I almost really couldn't even have this conversation with people who are not online at all. Like they would be like, what are you talking about? That's a little much, total conspiracy. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, we'll just see what happens. And, again, if it goes down, let's just focus on, if you need somebody to focus with, then just let's focus here on the community. And so you can be like, oh my gosh, we get to talk about this once this is all, kind of cleared up. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we don't have to go to that extreme, but, yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll just touch base about it every day this week, and especially as stuff comes up. So, okay, tomorrow's Sunday. It'll be amazing. I don't feel like hanging up with you yet, as you can tell. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. All right. That's all I got. I'm watching my camera just to zoom in and out. It's funny. All right, you guys, have an amazing day tomorrow, amazing night tonight, and I will catch you tomorrow. Coffee. See ya. Bye-bye.